Hopefully I've got them all right. We'll find out what happens. Hey everybody, welcome to Ryan Family Amusements in Millis, Massachusetts. We have Zack, Patrick, Holland, fire away. See the big shot, but I'm keeping my eyes on it. I may disconnect one of the signals that's going on. It's causing it. We'll see how it is. If it's looking choppy on the screen, let me know in the comments. Hopefully you got the audio. I'm here with John and Ahearn. We are getting ready to launch out of this. I think we're going to pull the trigger just to make sure we get the right. In case that was causing the fight.
Quite a match going there. A couple of revenge matches. Zack in the Class C South against Matt DiPirro. Zack beat him in the last meeting, 547 to 512, and 14-0. So that's a revenge. And Joe Corbett on the South C D taking on Patrick Holland. He's gone on quite a run where he's 15-0 in his last 15 matches. The last match he lost was to Patrick Holland at CPL. So it's a little bit of revenge on that end. So it's going to be promised to be a great match because we got 4 great bowlers going. Pinning is going to be key, and they're all great pinners. And they have to be to get this far.
All right, boys, you want to get up there for some handshakes or whatever? We'll see where they're all at. I think they've all run to the 4 corners, run to the restroom now that practice is over. Joey? You went home? Typical going. We're good whenever you guys are. Do you guys want to do some handshakes? Oh, we'll find out, won't we? Hopefully someone out there will confirm whether or not we got audio. I haven't heard anything yet or seen any comments, but my expectation is the audio sure looks like it's connected. It's certainly connected on my bit. And, yeah, I'm up for some fun here. And, hey, look, it's doing some closed captions, so we must have something going on, right?
Yep.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready. Joey's got some stage fright. He didn't want to come up and get on camera.
And Joe is the home bowler and is going to be going first in his
Well, I'm
match.
waiting. You guys want to do it? I don't know what's going on. It's the Corbett plan. All right, so left to right as they shuffle around, they're going to make it hard for us. Starting over on the left, we have Zack Corbett bowling against Matt DiPirro in the blue, and then Joe Corbett and hugging Matt DiPirro on the lanes, and then Patrick Holland all the way over on the right. Again, this is 5 strings, so the bowlers on the left are bowling against each other. The bowlers on the right are bowling against each other. Total pinfall is all that matters, and we'll let them get started. We have a 1:45 deadline on this table, so these guys better bowl quickly.
Well, I know Patrick, Zack, and Joe, and Matt, they're all pretty fast bowlers. I've bowled in different events with them, and they do go pretty fast, so I don't think it'll be a problem with the deadline.
That's good to hear.
Joe's going to be starting, as the home bowler is starting out on 22, and Matt is the visiting bowler. And we're off. Right on the head pin, Joe leaves the goalpost. And Matt's right on the head pin, and he leaves the 9-10.
2 balls, 2 head pins, 2 splits. Welcome to Millis, folks.
Really? A little bit of wood there that might help. Oh, and what a
Joe
good
gave
bait
it a
Joe
run.
Put her on there. Oh,
Oh.
Matt just doinked it in the middle there.
Hit the head pin, they say. It's good for you.
Both open in the first box, yeah. And Joe with the 9, and Matt with the 9. These bowlers are not bowling head-to-head.
Oh, my score sheets are doing it wrong.
Oh.
That's okay. I'll figure this out.
Well, we'll get it, but it's Joe is going first in his match against Patrick Holland. Oh, and another 2 head pin heads. Much better falls this time. Joe leaves the 6-10, and Matt leaves the king pin. Oh, just a little bit outside there for Joe. And Matt going to the right. So both bowlers open the first 2 boxes. A little bit of a slow start, but they are hitting that head pin. And sails left again for an 8 box for Joe and a 10 box for Matt.
All right, where is what I need to see here?
And Joe with his 3rd head pin hit and his 3rd split. No, 2nd split out of 3. He gets the goalpost again. And Matt drops 8, leaving just the 4-7.
Mr. Packer, how are you?
And Joe off once again. Takes the corner, but couldn't send the wood. And Matt gets the first mark of the match. And Joe cleans up for 10. So through 3, Joe's at 27. And in the other match, Matt is at 29 and a ball. Oh, first head pin miss for Joe off to the right. And same Matt followed suit, but he went further right. Ooh, right through the bunny hole for Joe. He's still got 7 pins left. Gonna need a big out. Matt, beautiful, beautiful ball. He filled his spare with 2, but just leaving the 9 pin. Oh, a tough box for Joe. Tough 3 box. And Matt cleans up for his 10. Must be a little bit of the jitters for the #1 bowler in D-South. And he's off his mark again. Leaves the 4 horse from the left and the 8 in the back. Matt still right in the pocket. Leaves himself triangle. Oh, Joe picks it up beautifully for a nice spare. That's how you make up for a 3 box.
Oh.
Matt put it where we thought he needed it, but it just didn't go. Still kingpin standing. So Joe will finish at 40 in a ball. And Matt gets his 10, finishes up at 51. Now Patrick Holland, the away bowler in the D-South, will start on lane 22. And Zack is the home bowler in the Class C match.
Still seeing the scores in the wrong spot. I will get that sorted.
Patrick comes in with a 106.1 average. Joe Corbett at a 107.86, I failed to say earlier. And on the head pin, and yet another split here. A little more friendly this time. And Zack goes off to the right, but gets a nice friendly fall at the end there. Just leaving the 2, 7, and 8 and some wood on the deck. And right through the uprights, Patrick. And Zack picks it up nicely for his first spare. And Patrick cleans up for his 10 box. I'll give the scores. You'll see them on the board, but I'll repeat them anyway.
No, they're not showing up right on the board, so
okay.
they will see them on the board. I'm just doing it wrong.
That's all right. I'll Holland outside. And off to the left that time. Leaves the, oh, what a nine drop Zack there on his spare. Patrick has the 4 horseman right and the 8 pin. And just cherries out the 3 rather. And Zack goes back to back on his spares. And Patrick will have to settle for a 6 box there. Patrick and Joe did face off earlier in the year, and Patrick was the last one to beat Joe in a match. Joe's gone 15-0 in his matches since week 3. And all over the head pin there, but gets yet another split for Patrick. And another head pin and a split for
Most importantly, that 7 drop for Corbett.
And the 7 drop is good.
36 through 2, as I'm still working to adjust and fix the scores here.
Yep. Pat gonna look clean up.
Yeah.
Get some balls not coming back.
No, it's sitting on the plate. You got it, Joe? Good, that'll give me a second here while Joe Corbett goes down there to retrieve the bowling ball off the plate.
Zach's off to a great start. He's sitting at 36 after 2 to Matt's 19. And Pat is sitting at 27 to 26 in favor of Joe through 3 on his match. Oh, what a fancy one that was. So through 3, Zack is sitting at 46 to Matt's 31, and Patrick is
Best laid plans of mice and men here.
oh, there goes a late fall there on the set. Oh, 7. They're still falling over in lane 22. Patrick now. He's got a nice piece of wood there sitting with the 1, 2, and 10. Oh, sailed. The wood sailed right in front of the 10 pin. But that was a great offer. Zack is a little tougher shot here. Oh, he puts a good bid on it. Takes 2. Leaving the 8-9. And Patrick cleans up for his 10. And Zack will settle for a 9. So through 4 complete in the Joe and Pat match, it is Pat at 36 and Joe at 30. And in the other match, Zack is leading 55 to 41 through 4 complete. Both bowlers coming up in the last. Oh, beautiful head pin hit and drops 9. Leaving just the 10 pin. And Zack gets a nice head pin hit, but does not get rewarded. Still 6 on the deck. He's got the 2, 4, 7, 6, 9, 10. Oh, that one went in the channel. So that's going to be a foul. And oh, good bid by Zack. Sent the wood over, but the 6-10 is still standing. He's looking to clean it up to complete his first half of the first string, and it's an 8 box. So Zack Corbett is at 63 halfway through the first to Matt's 51, and Joe Corbett is at 40 in the ball to Pat's 45, I believe.
44.
I think they're fixing it.
No, they fixed the wrong one.
44, okay.
Yeah. All right, let's give a quick test here as we try to bring the scores back in. Hopefully I haven't screwed this all up, but don't rule anything out.
This is a semi.
Joe is at 40 plus a ball. Hey, look at that. I think I figured stuff out, except for Joey's bowling on the left lane, so let's move the scoreboards over to the right side.
Okay.
Good old things. You know, you have all these great plans, and it's all working wonderful until you go live. Pat is at 45, not 44.
Yes,
So
it was a $9, yeah.
what am I missing with Pat? There's the
it
DiPirro.
It was a $9 one.
I got that. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
And Joe's going to fill that spare with 3,
nice.
4, 5, 6.
6. A little late fall there, but to his advantage. Right on the 3-pin for Matt. Just a little full. And Joe right in the pocket. He picks up a beautiful spare. Matt looking for his out. And he chops 2 off for $7. Is the scoreboard up live now?
We should be. Joe is sitting at 56 plus a ball. Patrick sitting at 45. Zach at 63 and Matt at 58 in hand.
Beautiful. Another beautiful head pin hit. And there it is, the goalpost again. Lane 22 has been leaving that lead.
I can't say that I hate the wood that he's got set up there. Joe looking
Joe
for
all over the head pin on that. Beautiful ball. Leaving just the 5-8.
No!
Oh, great bid.
Just unable to get that wood to get over to the 7-pin. Joey looking for 3 in a row here.
No,
right on it.
All over it. That wood was dangerous on the left. He did the smart thing, went right around it. And Matt picks up his 10. So through 7, Matt is at 68. And Joe is at 74 on a ball. Remember, they are not head-to-head. Another beautiful head pin. That leaves the number 6 triangle. Joe almost in the pocket, but slid a little right. Leaves the 4 horsemen left side.
Oh, it's bringing the ambient audio. No, so we're missing that microphone.
Is that not in there?
No, you didn't have the lane noise coming in. So people had to just listen and suffer through all of us.
Just off a little shave.
I'd like to point out that this is John Ahearn's first jinx of the match, where he said pinning was important, and both was just leaving a little too many on the plate so far, obviously. Joe's shaking his head over that 3 box, and now the 6 box late, and DiPirro's going to get everything from that.
Drops like a 7 box.
Open the fuck up, boom box through steel.
And a spare.
I wanted yours instead.
Last frame.
Like I said, I must have missed something.
Drops a nice 7 drop.
So would you rather be shooting at the right wing, or would you rather be shooting at the 1, 2, 10 that Joe's left here? Matt's just got to avoid that front pin. Whoa.
Beautiful. And spare in the 10. Put a good bid on it, but just sails right by the left side of the 10.
Still sitting at 114 with a single stick on the left. Chance for 115 here to open it up. Can't hear us over the noise? We can adjust that. Hang on one second. Joe picks up the 10.
115. And let's fill the 10.
Is that better for you, Greg?
Number 6.
Yep. Just double checking the back row there.
Zack is going to step up. First half, second half of the game. Zack 63 at the half. Matt finished with 6. Doesn't he? It's 45 minutes to take the lead. And it leaves the center right. Off to the left for Patrick. Still drops 7.
try to make some more adjustments when I can on the audio level, guys. Can't hear us?
6 complete. Joe 64. Pat 54. Zack 72. Right, that's a nice one. Another beautiful fucking hit. Pat, he wants that one to get out. Let's see flat.
John's still too quiet. I can't fix John.
Oh,
I've been trying to fix John my entire life.
I've never been accused of being too quiet.
This going any better, James? We've tried to pull back the rest of the audio. Hopefully we get
How's
something
that? A little
consistent.
better? I moved my mic up a little bit.
That should be all right.
Okay, so here we are through 7th complete. Joe at 80.
81. Oh, sorry, Joe. Not
Joe's
Joe.
at 80, yes, and Pat
I
is
see
at
what you mean.
64 on the ball.
Good shave of a 7 there. Again, just the
Still
right
wiggling.
wing and a wobbling 6 for Zack.
Another beautiful hit by Patrick. He's coming into his groove and leaves himself a very friendly spare bit here. He had an 8 fill on it.
Yep, so sitting at 72 through 7 complete. Zack's going to want that one back as he leaves it out to the right. Takes it out on the wall. Oh!
Just off to the right. That's unfortunate.
People are saying John's a bit soft. I agree with you on that one. All right.
Just in the middle.
And it'll be a 9.
9.
So Wood says no.
So through 8 complete, Zack is sitting at 91 to Matt's 76. And Pat is sitting at 81 to Joe's 86. Oh, beautiful hit there. And this time he gets them all but the 7. Patrick all over it again, and he drops 9, leaves a 7 pin also.
All right, looks like we got a 7-pin shootout.
And Zack picks his up.
There's one.
And
Not
Patrick
the other.
Sails to the right a little bit. So this is the ACST semifinal, so just total pinfall is all that matters. There are no points for individual games.
Patrick really does not like that 7.
No, not at all. But he's throwing a great first ball.
Be right back.
Okay, Zack on his fill. And he drops them all for the hammer. Hopefully they could hear me then. Oh, the W. It can go, but it's a tough spot. Oh, puts a nice bit on it there.
That's about as good as you're going to get coming back at the W. But now the question is, do you think the pin and play the sink, go for the 2, or do you get greedy and shoot for the 3 with that Wood bracing the back end there?
I get greedy.
String 1, why not? Nope. Nope, he's going to get one either way.
That's why I would get greedy. Inadvertently, I would always pick off one pin there.
So it'll be a 17-pin split between Joe Corbett and Patrick Holland after string 1. And Zack's slowing us all down here, filling a strike, but that's going to really put the heat on DiPirro. He's already up 15 plus this fill.
There's been a lot of great matches so far, and no one is out of it. This is the first string.
And they'll finish with a pair of 20 boxes, a 131 opening string. So let's take a look at the stats here after 1. DiPirro was 8 out of 10 on the head pin with 3 splits, 3 spares, 4 tens, 6 pins left standing. Zack was 3 out of 10. That's got to be backwards. I got some math to fix out on that one. We'll figure this out. I know what I'm doing some days. All the artwork's backwards. That's typical of me. We'll get the stats out of there. Let these guys get back up and bowling.
Starting the second string there. And Joe off to the right a little bit, leaves the 4 horse on the left side. And Matt is also off to the right slightly, and he leaves the clear left side.
Nice shot.
And Joe knocks them down. Oh, Matt had a good bit on the cleary there, but he had a much tougher lead. So let's bring that to his 10 bucks. And he does.
I'm still waiting for them to kick over to string 2, so let's see what I have to fix.
All over the head pin there, but Joe leaves the number 4 triangle. And that sails off to the left a little bit. Joe filled the spare with 7. And just misses it. Hit his object. Leaving the 7th pin. And Matt cleans it up nicely.
That was a big kick, dude.
That was a huge spare. And a 10 bucks. 10 bucks for Joe. Giving him 27 through 2. And Matt is at 20 in a ball.
That was a big kick.
Oh, Joe all over the head pin there. Gets rewarded with the 5 and 10. Matt punches right through the middle, leaving the spread eagle and a talon. Oh no, I'm sorry, just spread eagle.
Just spreading.
Seeing pins.
Oh!
Just off to the left, the wet part. And through the middle for Matt.
Pair of bunnies.
And Joe picks up the 9 bucks. And tough 5 bucks for Matt. It's tough when you get 2 objects out of 3 and you get 5 bucks.
And it hurts. And it hurts. Ah, so that's what's going on. All right, cool.
So 36 through 3, the second string, yeah. Drop 6. And Matt is off the left, but gets a nice friendly bounce there, leaving the 1, 2, and 10. Wood pin over to it. Go off to the right. He wanted that one back right after he left his hand.
Oh,
What a beautiful bid by Matt.
just a
kick.
little thin. Is it going to have enough?
I don't know.
Sure,
And
run it down for 9 bucks.
Giving him 45 through 4. And Matt cleans up for another 10 at 39 through 4. Remember, these bowlers are not head-to-head. Joe is bowling Patrick Holland in the D-South semifinal. Matt is bowling Zack Corbett in the C-South semifinal. The winner of Joe and Patrick's match will face James O'Brien. Leaves everything but the 10. Oh, how'd that not go? That was shaking in that one. Thought he played that well. No, just off a little bit. I don't want to say anything about pinning right now.
Sure you do.
Yeah, but Matt's pinning well. So he sits. Matt sits down with a 49 through 5, and Joe sits down with 54 through 5. Patrick Holland on the right, coming up. What was the difference in their match?
In their first string? The first string was
Patrick.
17.
So Patrick down 17 coming into the second. Off to the left, but gets a friendly bounce there, leaving the side triangle. And Zack goes off to the right also. Both of them said, who needs the head pin? He's left with the Millis 8. Patrick with the 1, 3, and 9. Oh, just missed the object. And that one got away from Zack.
Sounds like the lanes are a bit high on these guys. Those were a couple of hard hits on the plate on the lane as they let go of the ball.
Get it out there. And Patrick picks up his 10. And it'll be an 8 box for Zack. Beautiful, beautiful head pin hit.
Just
Patrick.
didn't have the drive to get into the back row.
That one got away from Zack.
Mystery ball.
Still a spare lead.
That, my friends, is our first Ari Liebman of the night. Told him I'd do it. Actually, I take it back. That's the Mario ball. I'm trying to remember who was asking me to do that for him on the stream if we saw one happen like that. Oh!
Oh, plays the wood. Just sailed right by. Oh, that's much better. He dropped 6 there.
Part of the fun of Candlepin is, you know, you're never going to throw every ball the way that you want it. It's just how well you can rebound after things haven't gone the way that you want.
Oh, nice bid.
Exactly.
Zack, they lose everything but 10. That
Do
was
a good
tough
job
1,
cleaning
6,
that up,
9,
yeah.
10 lead. So through 2 complete, Madison at 24 to Zack's 17, and Joe is sitting at 27. Pat's 18. Right through that. Threaded straight ball. And Zack hits the pocket nicely, but just a little bit light.
Pair of rotten splits, really.
The splits have been there. Takes the 6 and 10. 5.
Fighting their way through a couple of chip shots here. Hopefully they can pin out.
Yep. They both be happy at 9 boxes.
Yeah, Holland's going to obviously look at that left 3. Going to get one up 2. Good.
It's the 8 anyways. Oh,
Zack's going to get a little.
A little frustrated.
So both bowlers looking for a mark here in the early going. The good news is they're only up against a mark apiece here. You know, as it stands right now, you can see at the bottom, Zack's basically got a 2-box lead on Matt as they're even at this point.
Just off to the left.
Patrick's going to go through Drew Steele's chop zone on the left. Zack's going to go similarly.
It leaves the 6-pack. I'm not going to say it.
Nowhere lie. 1-5, everything to the right. Holland with a mess here to shoot at. Blows it up well, but just couldn't get it to carry. Zack's got the center Worcester to clean up for a 10. Patrick's got the 4 and the 10 with a great brace on the outside of the 4. Hopefully you can hit that hard enough to kick things in the right direction. He actually went in front of it. Okay.
9 box Patrick and 8 for Zack.
Zack's throwing out some offers.
Through 4 complete, Matt's sitting at 39, Zack's 32, and Joe is sitting at 45. Pat's 35. Off to the left again, but it's a little bounce there. And who needs the headband?
Zack's clearly having some challenges out there. Now, I don't know if it's just
He just dropped 6 there.
a grip-related issue or what, but, you know, he's certainly not happy with the way things are going out there in general. As his bowling ball comes back all the way up
With his
the gutter.
off-target shot for Zack. With the power, he throws at 34 miles an hour. He's still got 6 strikes.
Yep.
Not a good bid by Patrick.
The lanes are
Just
playing
off
him a
to
bit
the right
tight.
here. The pins have seemed to have gone further apart.
Patrick shooting at that 7-pin. 0 for 3.
And a beautiful cleanup, Zack, for 10.
Zack will clean us up for 10.
And so halfway through the second, we've got Joe at 54 to Pat's 44, and Matt's 49
To Zack's 42.
to Zack's 42. So
Most importantly, looking at total pinfall right now, Zack has a 18-pin lead over Matt DiPirro through a string and a half, and Joe Corbett with a whopping 27-pin lead here in the early goings.
it's still very early. And another
Oh!
backdoor strike. Still counts though.
That's right. Millis is doing everything it can to keep its reputation intact.
Just what Matt needed to climb back on this one a little bit.
Oh, wait a minute. Why am I giving him a head pin over there? Let's get that out of there. He doesn't deserve that. Joe does a
Beautiful
great
spare.
job
Joe.
picking up the 5-7-9.
Both bowlers starting off the second halves. A strike and a spare.
Well, not exactly the best first ball that Matt would have wanted, but the good news is on the strike he's got 2. Joe looks like he's going to come in and try to work his way out of a split, but it's not going to happen. He's going to have the triangle 6 and then the 7 post off to the left. Great piece of wood out in front.
Nice 9 fill for Matt.
So that's 3 balls without Matt touching the head pin.
Who needs it?
No, not after a 19 box. Oh, that one's going to come too much to the middle for Joe.
You said you can't get a split unless you hit the head pin.
Greg, I don't necessarily think I'm the best choice for helping people find the head pin. It'll be a 10 box for DiPirro. Let's see what Corbett can make out of this. It's going to the right side of it, and is it going to have the energy?
No, just tapped it.
Wow. I mean, sometimes that's enough here at Millis, but unfortunately, not right here at the moment. It'll be a 9 box for Corbett, 79 through 7.
Oh, nice friendly fall. The 7 dropping late. 7 dropping.
Joe doesn't want to see it. He's left with the 1, the 2, and the 9. Matt DiPirro running down the 1-3-6 here. He's going to come across.
Off the left.
Oh, both bowlers just off their targets.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit outside.
I heard the grunt from Mr. DiPirro up there.
7 bucks.
Joe will find a way to clean it up.
10. So through 8 boxes, Joe's sitting at 89. And Matt is at 85.
That's right. This is their chance to kind of build on their lead against their opponents. You'll see the green and the red numbers going up accordingly, and DiPirro's going to hit the head pin and wish he did.
Yeah, he's got a late fall there, though. Just leaving the 210.
Quite a lot of wood out there to play with. Hopefully it'll help him. It looks like the slants are going to drive it right in there. Yeah. Looks good. Yep.
Very nice pickup for spare. Matt. Joe with the 4 horse from left side. And this
Oh!
4 horse win again.
I love shooting the 4 horse. Truly do.
A lot of times, the way Joe throws the ball left to right a little bit, you have to always be on the outside to get that.
Not that far on the outside.
No, but he was right in the pocket there.
All right, so DiPirro sitting at 95 plus a ball. Corbett at 98. Both bowlers with just 1 box to go here in the second string.
And beautiful.
That's going to kick and come forward. Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
Nice.
Delayed.
9 drop. We're gonna need a score fix there. Both bowlers dropped 9 on the first ball. Matt was on a fill. Gonna look to put another mark here to end his second string.
Oh!
Just off.
Off by just a sliver.
And Joe off to the right. Both boxes, both bowlers open at 10.
Frustrating when you miss him by just a sliver. And there it is.
10 box. Much easier the second time.
Not bad, though.
Not a bad box. Joe's sitting at 108. And Matt had a nice 114. He had a hill to climb. Zack put up a little lead on him after the first. Both these bowls are open with low halves for them. Zack sitting at 42 and Pat at 44. And he chops off 2.
Let's get your mind right back at it. It's 1 ball. First ball is always a
Oh.
risk, and Pat is going to get it with the
There it is.
second kick.
There it is. Very nice. That powerful ball. And Zack coming right back at it, just leaving the 5.
Nothing wrong with that. You know, sure it's not a spare,
Bounce.
but you can't let yourself get off your game over something like that. You know. He threw a good ball.
And nice 10.
Gets on
Nice
his target.
recovery.
Yep. All right, so looking at the splits right now with 4 boxes to go. Patrick, sitting at 54 plus a pair, needs 71, including his fill. Oh, I think that was you. All right, yep, good. And then, obviously, we got Zack just needing 37 to put the pressure back on.
Back top 6.
He does. He leaves a lambda down the right side, the 1, 3, 6, 8. Patrick's going to leave the cluster bunch in the middle as he takes out a 3-in-1 split. So just a 4 on his first ball. Obviously want to go right at the meat here. Zack's still a little thin. Patrick's going to come across hot. It'll be an 8 fill on the strike. So 62 through 6. Nope. Chips another 8 pins off that lead.
And 9 box for Zack.
So with 3 boxes to go, Zack does not need a mark to at least tie up the score.
And beautiful shot. For a nice
Patrick
10
with
box
3 to
Patrick.
go. We'll be looking at a 53 pin gap. So if he gets on a hot streak here, he can make things interesting. But at the very least, he came into the string down 17, so he's hoping for at least 1 mark to hold pace.
Off to the right for Zack, leaving the 4 horse on the left side. See if he can hit it like his brother did. No better. And
Patrick's.
off to the right for Patrick.
Yep.
Drop
Look at
7 though.
179, a good piece of wood in the back. If you could stop, well, it's rolling a little
Stop
too
right.
far forward. Let's see where this thing's going to settle. I don't hate it. I don't hate it because usually, and if you're going at something like with the 1-9, you really want to hit that head pin pretty straight and solid. So this, depending on how much that head pin comes off that wood, this should be a good shot if you can pop it right in the nose. Get up there. Oh.
Oh, he did what
He
was supposed
did.
to do.
You saw the head pin went to the left, and the ball just really shot out to the right. That piece of wood can sometimes give it all the block.
Just dropped
Yep.
the 2.
And Patrick's going to leave his up, so it'll be a 9 box. All right, with 2 boxes to go, Zack needs 21 to tie up the match. Patrick's going to need a small miracle, trailing 44, but obviously everything he can do here to chip into it helps.
If he can knock off a few pins, that'd be good. That's a 7 pin.
Another Mario ball. Patrick, his
Whoa,
second
Patrick,
strike of
beautiful.
the half.
Is that the second time that the 4 was the last to fall?
I think in both cases he's done that, and this is the second
kick.
time. This is the second time after a pretty tough first ball. Zack's come back and gotten everything but 1. I think he's got to get out of his head here. Yep. Give yourself some credit. This is not an easy game, even when things are going right. I'll never say that. I'll never say that, Mr. Sergeant. I'll never say that. All right, last box. Zack's going to get a good 7 drop.
And the 1, 2, and 4.
Just take a deep breath. Shoot at the mark here. I agree with you, Dom.
Down the fill.
Patrick coming across.
Comes
Was this going to mix?
across, though. Ooh. Well, he leaves himself a favorable lead. He drops 8 on the first ball with a strike.
No, absolutely. Zack's
Got a
still
piece of
frustrated
wood.
with himself. Patrick just has to take it easy here. That cap is in a bad spot, so either stay to the right or push for the sweep and see what happens. He's going for the sweep, and it came across. Zack will finish with a frustrating 9 as he chops out the head pin in 86 string, which
And that's 114, which really tightens up that match.
slides it over for DiPirro. Well, the cap would have carried
There it is.
through.
10 bucks. Nice.
So 109.
He only took 1 off the deficit.
That's true, but at the same point in time, he took 1 off the deficit. So if you look at the match there between DiPirro and Zack, DiPirro has a 220 to 217 lead. On the other side, Joe Corbett at 223 over Patrick Holland at 207. So Patrick did manage to slip 1 pin off the lead. But
he didn't fall further behind.
that's the
key.
spirit.
With three strings to go is plenty of room.
All right, let's get up string number 3 here for these guys. Hopefully I can figure this out. Some days I know what I'm doing. Some days. I just don't know which days those are. There we go. Get the stats out of there.
7.86 average. C.
Joe fires away to start out string 3.
He drops 7. And so does Matt. Different 7, but
You know,
he's got the center triangle. 5,
I think that
8,
might be the
9.
first time I've ever seen this leave off of the head pin.
Just a little bit to the right. Picks up again. Another spare.
That was pretty wild. He's off the head pin, leaves the triangle 5 with a nice plank in front of it, and then cleans it up. And Joey's going to wrap around the 10 pin. And again, I agree with with you guys saying, you know, to slow it down, take it easy, take a breath. This game on a good day is a very frustrating game, and that's, I think, what makes Candlepin more fun than any other type of bowl. You know, you think you know everything that you need to know, and then Elaine's like, nah, you don't.
Speaking of that, Joe is taking a tuck. It's doing pretty well. That's a beautiful 9 drop down, leaving the king.
Great drop and a great setup.
And a great split.
Matt DiPirro, not quite as lucky there.
But he does drop 6 on his fill.
He does. He's got a 3-1 split to the right.
And Joe picks it up for a nice spare.
Nice shot, Joe.
Can't miss 2 singles with one like that.
Oh, right on the object. Matt just chops off the 3-pin.
They are, Greg. They are brothers. DiPirro will cash out with a 9, so 25 through 2. Corbett sitting at 19 plus a ball.
But I believe there's no relation to Dan Corbett, who was also a bowler.
That is correct. Joey will leave the Caleri on the left. It'll be a 5 fill on his spare. And
Oh, a little working ball there.
DiPirro's found better luck working off the head pin, and he gives
Like
himself
Cobra
the reverse Fred Eagle. The Cobra head.
That's what someone told me once.
Cobra head. Okay.
So it's something. 1-5, 8-9.
And
Great
he
bit.
bullies 3 out of 4, just couldn't get the 9. Joe's going to bunny hole for an 8 box.
32 after 3.
You know, ironically enough, the Cobra head, or, you know, when you're looking at, if you think
Flux
about it,
capac-
the flux capacitor, the very least is that you actually picked up the spread eagle with your first ball.
Yep.
Try doing that when they're the only 6 pins left standing.
Not easy. Well, off to the right, but Matt's ball is working.
Matt gave it a
Goes in the
good
middle
shot.
side.
Yeah, gave himself a good shot for his second backdoor strike. Corbett with a pretty weird split here. He's got the left wing and then the 9 and the 10. A good piece of wood.
Takes them all.
Cue balls it off the front of it there.
You set that one.
Oh! Wow, that's just
Millis
kind of...
giveth, Millis taketh away. Just the 8 pin left.
And it'll still be there.
It's still
That's not the 8 pin, is it? That,
believe
my
so.
friend, is the 2 pin.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, because he had the 1 and the 2 left, chopped out the 1.
True.
Joey on the fill is going to be off to the right.
Matt's still off to the right a little bit. This time he leaves the 4 horseman left side.
Joe shooting at the mess in the middle here. Just off his target and looking at the 1 and the 8 to clean up. Matt trying to run it down. That's 2 different ways we've seen the 4 horse not go today. This time leaving the 4 pin. Joe's going to be... You heard him.
54 half.
Where are you going? Hey, DiPirro's going to clean up his stick.
So Matt sitting at 53 and Joe at 54.
And as you can see on the scoreboards there, the magic box is down the bottom. Bowlers coming up. You see what the gap is between the 2 sides. And Patrick's going to try to bowl with his booties on. Thank God we got the logo up in the way. You didn't get to see that one.
I've almost done that a few times. I'm sorry.
That's right. So Joe sitting on a 70-pin edge over Patrick here. And I need to add, I think, one more. Find out why I'm on the wrong string on the left-hand side.
Ooh, right on the pocket. Here's a variation in spread eagle. Minus the 3 pin.
I am sure they will pop back in the right spot at some point in time,
Six
or
back
something
to
in my
the right.
formula is wrong.
Zack. Oh, right through the bunny hole. Patrick is going to look for now. Zack still has the 1-5-10. And a nice out for an 8 box. And a 7 box. For Zack. up 16-7 for the first frame, and Joe's up 9-8. Beautiful head pin hit again, just leaving the 10. Couple of blanks in front of it, and Zack found the head pin and gets rewarded with the goalposts. Quite some wood to play around, but I don't know if it's gonna be any good though. Micah, what do you think?
I don't like the wood because it's flat for both bowlers. You never know how it's going to kick off the wall. Patrick's able to drive it straight through.
You only have one pin in there. What?
Zach's going to do the same thing on the other side. Obviously nothing to really make it fly for him. And
That's
tight.
$9. The wind didn't dig it that time.
Nope.
Both these bowlers throw anywhere from 32 to 35 miles an hour.
Correct.
So they get a lot of action off the pins here. But splits are still splits. You get some hard thrown splits also.
One, you do one off, it's good. You do the next one. Oh no, that's good.
Right on the head pin again. Oh, that's a little fortunate there. You have a late fall.
Still, it's an 8 drop on the
And
spare.
a 9 drop for Zack. Both bowlers bullied those last pins down. Patrick has a blank there up to the right. And he picks it up nicely.
2 in a row, just like that.
And Zack uses, almost said Joe.
Zach uses Joe's
Zack
name.
used Zack used them all. If the wood's there, use it. Looks the same on the scorecard. Both balls on a fill hit.
Trying to catch a break so I can fix which displays
Just
it up
off
there.
to the left, picks up to 7, but still better than that 10.
That, my friends, is another Mario ball.
Oh, and that's a little bit of color besides the color I'm leaving. Zack got the check mark and the 7. And here's another working ball. Drops 8. Clean up here. And he does nicely for a nice 10 bucks. Just put a lot into that one, but just picked up the 10 for 7 bucks. So through 4 complete, Matt is at 43 to Zack's 38. Joe is at 46 in the ball. 46 rather.
Is that going to break up the corner?
Yes, it does. Oh, and here's another break. Oh, another backdoor strike.
The best strike he never saw.
That's a good way to sit.
Oh!
Just off.
The lane is too wide for Patrick.
Oh, you got one too, Zach, huh?
So Zack is sitting at 48 with 2 balls. So Matt's 53 and a 10 bucks. Pat giving him 57. Joe's 54 halfway through. Third string in. How are we looking at total now?
It's up there on my screen, but I'm not looking at it because I want to try to adjust this whole thing.
Okay. Since we're at the halfway point.
Yep. So at the midway point, DiPirro is leading Zack Corbett 273 to 265, and Joe Corbett is leading Patrick 277 to 264.
That one's got away from Joe a little bit. Chopped off 3 to the left.
We'll call Logan, don't worry, we'll keep it on.
I'm going to make a couple of quick adjustments here to get things working right,
Oh,
but
beautiful ball.
I don't want to miss the action because so much is going on there as DiPirro cleans up the Starlight 5 on the left.
Back a 7 now. And
Gives it a run, just couldn't get
10
the
pin
post.
said, no, thank you.
We'll fix this in just a second.
Joe focuses down the 10 pin.
That's an unusual word to hear in this, but I like it.
Matt on his fill. Right back in the head pin, drops 8. Leaving just the 6 and 10. Joe gets a little action himself. He's got some wood rolling towards the 7 pin. He has 1-3-7. Oh, back on his option. Just punched it. And Joe picks up the spare. Nicely done. And it's $10 Matt. So through 7, Matt is sitting at 81. Joe is at 74 on the ball.
What's your blood alcohol level there?
Want to put some pressure on the marker to the left. And their opponents are great. Go ahead, nice halves. So right in the pocket there, and he leaves the
The setback.
Another setback. But with wood, it's a little more feasible. And chop zone, Matt.
Still trying to figure out why it thinks it's on string 4.
Oh, right through the bunny hole. It's a tough $5 for Matt. And an $8 for Joe.
Right back at him.
Joe's sitting at 89 through 8. Matt 86 through 8. Both going to look to put another marker to here. And both get splits.
Jeez, almost identical too. Joe's got much better help there with the wood on the plate there with the 2 and the 6.
2-6, yeah.
And the 2-10 for Matt's going to have to be a real shot. He's going to shoot that 2 right out of there.
Just slightly serious.
I'm still struggling with what's going on here. I will get this sorted.
Relax, breathe.
So, that was a trick shot. And Joe cleans up for 10. And coming into the 9 complete, Joe's at 99 and Matt is at 95. They are not head-to-head. Right on the head pin there, just a little light lead. Mini check down on the left. 2, 4, 7, and 5. Joe pulls out 4 to the right, leaving 6 back.
Oh, DiPirro.
Joe not happy with that one.
Nobody's happy
Leaving
today.
the side side.
How do you know you're bowling Candlepin? No bowler's happy. DiPirro with a great job to get the 10 out of that.
Very nice play. And an $8.
Joe's going to leave everything in the middle of the plate. So DiPirro's going to finish with a 105. Corbett at a 107.
Yeah. Zack is coming up on a strike field here. He's at 48 with 2 balls. Pat had a great first half, 57. He's up 3.
Yeah, I mean, look, the first time, Joe's not bowling bad. Patrick sitting at 57 at the half. He's got a chance to cut in here. He needs a 66 half to tie it. Zack, in his situation, he's sitting on a strike, needs 60 pins. So obviously, Phil is big here, and one more mark, and he'll take the lead back in the match.
Great ball. It is
There's your castle.
the castle. Well, Patrick picks up where he left off, drops 8.
So another tricky little 2-pinner here for him. He's got the
4-8.
4-8. That piece of wood is sitting behind the 4-pin, so you can't sweep it. You got to watch the nose. There'll be an 8-fill on the strike. You're on target.
Oh,
And he comes
picks it
across.
up nicely, going right around that wall. And it's a $9 for
Hey, Jim. Thanks, buddy. All right, so after the 8-fill in the 9 box, 65 through 6 for Zack Corbett, 67 plus a ball for Patrick.
It's tightening up.
It is, I mean, honestly, we're looking at probably, 5 or 10 pins in each of these matches at the end of this string. Barring either of these guys going off. And Zack gets a little grippy on that one, smashes the 8 pin.
Borderline lob, but
Well, again, without lob judges, unless the bowler shoots themselves down for it.
oh, right on the head pin, chops right through, leaving the spread eagle. And Zack picks it up for a spare. work here.
Yeah, he's going to stay outside.
10. Gonna look for an out here. It's so demoralizing when you get a nice spare and then you come back and hit the head pin and shot through for the spread.
Get rewarded with it like that. Yeah, it happens.
If you can come out of it standing, which you did.
Ooh.
It was a nice 8-box out. 8, 9, and 10 on the spread eagle is always acceptable.
Absolutely. So, with 3 boxes to go, Zack sitting on a ball in hand, trailing 33, and Pat trailing 44. That is a 3 fill as he kicks out just the 4, 7, and 9. Patrick's going to be a little short. We're going to see the 4 horse down the left-hand side for the 3rd time, I think, in this match.
Yes, it is. I don't think anyone's made it yet, though.
Nope. We've seen a 4-pin standing, and we've seen a 7-pin standing. Zack, a little thin, is going to leave the right wing with a plank in front of it. And there we go.
Hey, we just on cue. We queued that one up nicely.
Stats by John and Micah show you have a 33.333% chance of picking up the 4 horse down the left side. Well done. So Corbett's sitting on the spare. Got a chance to really tighten things right back up here. Oof. Right through the
Spread
nose.
eagle in the talon there.
Yep. Just the 1, the 5, and the 8. So usually the logic on this is you shoot the fewer pins into the more. So he's going to be aiming at the left wing. Patrick with a thin hit.
Oh, he gets a 9 drop.
Gets a friendly post.
That's 7. Got coaxed down.
So I don't think there's a way for him, and Zack's going to catch just the 4-pin. I don't know if there's a way to get around this wood here, so you're going to kind of aim right at the stripe and hope that you're not too high coming off the lip. Oh, went right at the nose and got it to drive.
Got it.
Oh, no.
Back-to-back spares is just what Patrick needed to climb back in this match.
Meanwhile, on the other end,
Deficit.
Zack is picking sticks, so
And he's down 3 in the string.
needs 16 in this box to tie it up. Patrick in a spot here to potentially take it away. Oh, look at this.
There's the Millis 8.
Millis
Oh,
9. I don't want to stress the importance of hitting the head pin, folks, but once in a while it helps. Patrick with a much needed 6 fill, so he's sitting at 114, 120 plus whatever you can do here. And there we go, the spare. So these matches are going to be really, really close.
Especially if Patrick picks this one up here.
Patrick's picked this one up, he's going to be decent and it'll lead. But if he doesn't pick it up, it's going to be even closer. So no, this is going to be a pin. I mean, literally, we're talking about a 1-pin match here after 3 strings on both sides.
Wasn't it early someone said that pinning might be important? It just sounds familiar.
Oh, well, we talk about how many pins they've left standing. And there, speaking of pins, he picks up the 10 box for a 124, and he has a 1-pin lead in the match, 331 to 330 after 3 strings.
Like I said, Joe's looking for redemption after Patrick took it to him last
And
time.
that 9 fill will be important.
Very nice.
That wiggly 111. Now there is a 3-pin gap in the other matches. Zack moves ahead 328 to 325 after 3. And I don't think we could have imagined this being any tighter. By the way, if you guys want, I have on my screen what the exact split is in the match at any time you want to see it. So if you ever want to know. Yeah, he found 1 square pin in Millis.
You gotta throw it. Throw it harder.
All right.
Joe drops 8 in his first ball.
I'm missing Joe's box. I apologize to Joe now.
Leaving the 1-9. And just off the right for Matt.
Can we just have a little quick chit chat about just how many stripe pins there are on the plate right now?
I'm getting dizzy just looking at it. And that 7-pin is still eluding Matt.
Oh.
Just missed it by a stripe.
And that pin needs a little more tape. And DiPirro picks up the 7-pin.
That's 10 bucks.
Get the right scores up on the board here.
Oh, good. Like I said, as promised, this is going to be a tight match. I mentioned earlier, Joe was looking for redemption. His last loss in the match was to Patrick. He only lost 2 matches all year.
The only thing that bothers me is
DiPirro with a great head pin ball, just everything but the 10 pin. Joe chops.
there it is.
Joe chops the head pin a little heavy, gets the front 3. Matt is going to be right on it to pick up that spare.
Spare.
He likes shooting the corner pins.
nice ball.
Joe's going to get a little thin.
$9 there.
Make it a 9 box. 17 through 2.
Like I was mentioned, Joe went 15-0 in his matches, the last 15 matches.
Oh, you mean winning more
winning
points than
matches.
losing. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yep.
And,
That's impressive.
yeah, his last match he lost was to Patrick Holland, week 3. And the only other match he lost was week 2. And guess who that was against?
Going to be Patrick Holland.
No,
No? Was it you?
James O'Brien,
Ah,
who's going to take on the winner of the Corbett Holland match.
very nice.
Ball, Joe.
Corbett's second ball is much better than his first. He's going to have the push. No. I want to call this out. That is another 9-drop and
And a spare.
another corner pin picked off by DiPirro here. Is he starting to really put the pressure on? And I put the spare in the wrong spot, but I'll fix that.
Joe's still open so far here in the 3rd.
Yep,
Four.
just 27 through 3, but DiPirro is on fire, sitting at 29. Well, technically 39 plus a fill ball here. And it's going to be another 9-drop and another corner. Oh, look at that. For the
Nine
first time, he doesn't have to shoot at a corner pin. Corbett, on the other hand, has a setback on the right. He's got,
Plenty
I
of
mean,
wood.
you can't ask for better wood. If he hits this 5-pin, that should sweep. Oh, he went outside. I'm going to guess that that's not where he wanted to be.
And that's 3
DiPirro.
in a row for Matt. 9, 9, and 8 for this.
That's worth $50 in Monopoly money as Corbett picks up his 10, 37 through 4. DiPirro sitting at 57 plus a ball. Hot start.
Very
And
nice.
hopefully Zack can ignore it and just put his head down and throw his ball. He picked up the lead.
And Joe, once again, with the setback. This time without the
So this is a legitimate setback.
a 6 fill for Matt.
And Matt's luck comes to an end here as he leaves quite the mess. He's got the baby split on the left, the 2, the 5, the 7, and the 10, but I do really like the way the wood's lined up for him. See if Joe can come across.
Go to bid.
Ask for an idea. Might need
Get in there. Nope. You needed to catch that 2-pin, and he didn't, so.
But still a good ball nonetheless.
Nope.
It's 8 bucks for Joe.
Joe's going to go away, just a 45 half.
He's leaving the door ajar.
Matt DiPirro looking to keep his half clean, and no, I jinxed him.
There goes that perfect game.
Still, 72 half. That's
72
an
is nothing
amazing
to sneeze
start.
at.
No, I'll take those all day long if I can get them.
The problem when I get a 72 half, I inadvertently go under 40.
You know, that always brings up that great question. Would you rather it be your first half that's really good or your second half that's really good? You know, you certainly
I'd
want
say
them both.
second half.
Yeah.
It's always good to start fast, but you got to finish strong.
Really feels bad when you throw it away, right? All right, Patrick Holland up here to start out his
Looking pretty good
fourth
at it.
string. It's going to be a little light of the head pin.
There's a triangle.
That is a triangle 2. And Zack is going to do his typical. He likes to get those really thin hits that kind of shave things over to the right. He leaves the right wing. Again, striped pins in play.
I don't think that was any good for him.
No, that one came across. Oh,
Yeah, I didn't. I was afraid that was going to pull
Yep.
right through.
yep. I mean, that's part of the challenge, right? You know, and then, of course, you know,
Nice 10.
we all like to believe
Patrick.
we can throw that ball exactly where we want, but let's face it.
Yeah,
It's
a 9
it's
bucks.
really not easy.
Patrick's got a great opportunity with Joe going open in the first half.
Yep.
45.
I mean, it was a 1-pin match coming into it, right?
Right. So this is where he could really take the lead.
That one's going to stay out.
Well, he still drops 8 though.
Rip through the 3-6, leaving the 1-9.
Off to the left of the triangle.
Zack's still struggling, and he might be putting a little more pressure on himself, knowing that Matt had a big half, and that never works out well for me.
It's hard not to look at this one.
Oh, it is. And Patrick's gonna. Woof.
Oh, Will down the 9.
Little drama there, but it
Was
went.
that a will down or coast?
We can use your coaxed.
Okay.
50 Shades of calling Candlepin. And
Drops 1 for $9. 18 through 2.
yep.
He's going to want to put a couple of marks here to stay in this match.
I think more importantly, you know, you just want to focus on throwing your ball. You don't want to try to force yourself to try to throw it harder. You know, then you start messing with the grip or it coming out of your hands. You just got to do what you do.
And on the fill, oh, not a
We
good time. For
we
that.
haven't seen that today, right? That's the first one.
half I see it.
Oh, here we go.
Actually, we might have had one more.
I don't remember.
I don't think we called it.
Anyways, 4 horse down the left side for the 4th time. I think this is each bowler having one, right?
But one was made, so
That's right. That's about as good of a second ball as you're going to get coming back from the half Worcester. Normally you want to shoot the gap, and the half Worcester, the 4 horse wins for the 3rd time, so we're down to 25%.
And great bid, Patrick picking up 2.
And
$9. I'm
Zack-
sure he'd be happy after that first ball.
Yep. Unfortunately for Patrick, he gave the spare back. 31 through 3 for Patrick, 26 through 3 for Zack. Both bowlers trying to chip into their opponent's advantage. Patrick will be there with just 13 pins.
Another hit and then another split.
Yep.
Off to the right again, leaves the 6 back to the left. With a strike pin.
I'm a big fan of saying that roughly 50% of your head pin hits will turn into splits. And it wouldn't come off the wall well enough for him.
That was a great
He got one wall to play really friendly, and unfortunately, the other one is probably a little realistic at that point. Pin was tired. Grabs the stick, so it's just
Great 10.
3 to take it back now, and Zack is going to settle for a 7, just 33. So he's got his work cut out for him. So let's talk about the bowlers and their head pin hits so far. Matt DiPirro has 19 head pins. He has 8 splits, so a little under 50%. Zack, 16 head pins, 8 splits, right on 50%. Joe Corbett, 16 head pins, 10 splits, a little over. Patrick Holland's been getting away with it. 21 head pins and, well, 22 head pins
Setback.
and 8 splits, including this setback. And there's a head pin the other way as he blows up everything but the 6 and the 10. Yeah, it's always tough when it's on the wall, but you know, you got to shoot it and see what happens. You know, you want as much stuff going off the wall in that situation. Oh, Zack's just going to be off the 6 pin.
Might have to put the mute button on when he steps out.
No way. Let it fly. Patrick will pick up the 10 box.
And an 8 box.
Zack will settle for a difficult 41.5. And he is pissed. So again, as you can see here on the screen real quickly, Matt DiPirro, 19 head pins, 8 splits. Zack Corbett, 17 head pins, 8 splits. Joe Corbett, 16 head pins, 10 splits. Patrick Holland, 22 head pins, 8 splits. And the pins left standing are an important part of the story. You know, if you look at the difference between the 2 matches, I think we're looking at Zack Corbett's 42 so far as kind of the challenge point. You know, you take that away, and that's almost the difference in their match.
Ooh, tough week there. Puts the left side in, the elbows.
There we go.
Settle down, Joe.
We got the lemon drop.
Suggested lemon drop. Suggested donation.
Oh, DiPirro.
That was a great bid.
That would
Helicopter
just
did not come in.
exactly. Joe's second ball significantly better. Does everything but the other lemon drop.
That's the ball.
Matt all over for his 10.
And it looks like Joey's right on it. Oh! That just didn't have his normal tail on it.
I know, usually you throw the left or right ball.
Yeah. I really thought that was going to hook right into it for him. Up. Matt's like, I can do it too.
You want a lemon drop? I'll give you one. Right back on the head pin there.
Break up that corner.
Oh.
All right, stop it, stop it, stop it. All
How
right,
many
so
times is that now?
quite a few. But what I love about this one is the 2 pieces of wood in the middle. It's like a consummate V. If you can shoot it, see if you can split that. 1 on the left over to the 7 pin.
Good comeback by Matt.
He's in there. Oh, no, tailed.
Joe, good bid.
It tailed. Maybe the lane will lean to the right.
No.
An uncharacteristic 7 box from Matt as he's off his mark. Joey looking for the corners. Again, flattened out. Surprising, just a 9 box. All right, so a bit of a struggle string here for Joe. 63 through 7. Matt DiPirro sitting at 89 through 7. Firing away in box 8, and it'll be a broken up split, and Joe's will not. So he's looking at a 3-1 split there with the left wing and the 10 pin. And Matt's just having to shoot down the white wing.
The white wing.
The white wing. Mowage. And he cleans it up to the spare. Joe does not, but to be fair, he had a much trickier shot to go for. Looking a little defeated up there. There's another string to go, and this is a close match.
I bowl a lot with the Corbetts. Sometimes they get a little frustrated on the lanes.
Absolutely. Hey, look, he picks up a stick. It's a 9 box. 72 with a pair to go. Matt sitting at 99 and a ball in hand.
Keep my direction.
And he breaks it up again.
Nicely.
It's an 8 drop.
2-4.
It's not a split. He's got the 4 horse plus the goalpost over there, the 10.
Keep plugging.
DiPirro looking at a nice easy 2-4 here to get his 5th spare of the string potentially. Ah! He's learned that from me, I think. Joe's going to be a little on the nose.
A little too full.
Anthony, it's a good question. Joe actually has chosen to go first many matches this season. It's just something he likes to do. And he shoots.
Nice with Ben.
I guess it should have been a split for him. He did better with it that way than he did with the head pin there. You know, bowlers do home bowlers do have the choice of whether they want to go first or second. By default, the home bowler will go second, but there are bowlers that do choose to go first. Obviously, most known is Justin Waters. You know, and some people see Justin Waters' success and feel that if they go first, they'll have the same success. But the reality is let's face it, you know, Justin Waters throws 130s all day long. That's a big key to the success.
Right. I like to go first myself.
You do?
when I
Yeah,
bowl.
that's right. I've seen you go first. Joe's trying to get some backdoor luck there. That tooth
No
is going
luck.
to stay in there. So DiPirro cleaning up with this with a triangle 3.
Another 120 plus game.
Attaboy, Mr. Shiner. And it's going to
There
trip it.
is. A disappointing 92.
A very
Joe.
frustrating string for Joe Corbett.
But Matt with a nice 124.
So far through 4, Matt DiPirro has had a 106, 114, 105, and a 124. Joe Corbett,
Nice string,
115, 108, 107, 92. That 124 is not the high string of the day. That was Zack Corbett starting out with a 131.
Zach's got his hands full here.
He does. He really, really, really does. With 5 boxes to go. Oh, he's looking at an 80-pin gap. Patrick a little easier, looking at just half that to cover up here in the last 4 boxes. Neither bowler working on a mark. And we will move Patrick score over to the right spot. I forgot to do that for Joe.
Off to the left.
It's a pretty good breakup. You're left with the 1, 8, and 10.
I like that wood.
Yep.
No.
Well, it's tough to tell with that front wood. Patrick's going to come across, and if that head pin stays up, he's got the Cleary on the right. Almost had a backdoor split.
A little helper.
And Zack let that one go.
I think you run the 4 horse from there, you get them all.
Jeez.
Jinxed them.
It's amazing how much a little piece of wood can mess with what should be a pretty good ball, right? Like
Yeah,
you
put
just
right
saw
where
that.
you need
You saw that kind of get in there and tinker with things and bump them around weirdly. Patrick still does not like that 10 pin. He'll leave it up on the plate there for a 9 bucks.
The bowls are going to want to put a mark or 2 here.
They do. There you
There
go.
That should pick up the spirits a little bit with a nice hammer.
Best part about that one was seeing it turn from a 5-10 split into a strike. Speaking of splits,
Not too bad though with the wood.
well, the trick about that is the way that he throws. He's got to get around the candy cane. The candy cane's kind of in the way, and it's right at the lip, which tends to make it helicopter. So I don't know if he wants to try to take a lot off the bowling ball, but ideally he wants to catch that wood in between the two pins. Yeah, he went to the outside and it wasn't there.
Still going to be a tough one to pick up.
Oh, now you go right at that wood and see if it flies the way you thought it was gonna. Oh, he could have made the shot.
That's
tough.
the shot I needed.
But that comes into the, how comfortable are you if you were to move all the way over, in his case, if he was to move all the way over to the left and try to shoot the ball, from the left side to
Some
the right.
people don't like to move left to right.
Nope.
Keep their same approach. I move.
Oh!
Back-to-back attacks.
You are the luckiest Irish brick I've ever met.
And this was a family show. And,
Well, it still is a family show. It's just family yelling at each other.
Yelling at each other.
That is the second backdoor strike that's happened in that match.
Just when he needed that.
Oh.
Another punch through for a spread eagle from Patrick Holland.
I think Patrick could have taken a page out of Zach's book and avoided the head pin. He might have. Well, the best part is look, this is Candlepin. You can't get upset about breaks. You can't get upset about getting robbed. It's the law of averages, right? What goes around comes around. That's what makes this game so damn fun.
3 here, I'm very happy.
Yeah, I mean, even a couple of pins here is huge. He needs 21 in these last 3, and now he's down to just needing 14 in the last 2. It's just a 7 box, but again, this match has been, it was a 1-pin match coming in, so.
Still going to be, could still be single digit.
Yeah, well, absolutely, but obviously as a bowler, just up there, just throw your ball.
This is where Zack really uses here. He's playing right back in.
What are we missing? Oh yeah, no 8-pin. Wasn't looking at the rack in the pin cam. That's why Joe's mad at. Looking for 3!
There it is. First turkey of the day.
That's a real one.
Oh,
Patrick says I can do it.
Back. Here we go.
Oh, I got to play catch up here. It's a lot of artwork to update, folks. Hang on there. So the triple strike has brought him back into the match, and he will probably.
He really put a lot on that.
There's no way he doesn't end up with a lead.
That depends.
Yep. It's going to swing the match. Obviously, both of these guys are here to take the lead away. Even with that 4,
No, it's all right.
can't let it in because that'll have him at 103, I think. After 8 complete, he's sitting at 117 with the ball in hand. So, obviously this is a tie match.
Oh, and he almost picks it up.
Nothing
for a
wrong with
9
it.
goal.
Keep your head in the game. That puts you back in the driver's seat,
Oh.
and Patrick will also have a 9. So both of these bowlers have just taken the lead in the match right here, filling these strikes.
And 10 bucks. 132 for Zack.
Mm-hmm. That's the new high string of the day.
10 bucks. Patrick.
106.
106. 92.
So with just a string to go, both of the second bowlers have a lead. Patrick Holland plus 15 over Joe Corbett. Zack Corbett plus 11 over Matt DiPirro. Again, this is total pinfall takes all. Lose and your season is over. I know what that's like because I choked it away in the first round. But excellent match here going into the 5th string.
And we're going to be right close to that 145.
I know we're going to get yelled at. I blame these bowlers. The table that our cameras are up on are only good for another. It turns into a pumpkin after 12 minutes, so I may have to do some camera rearranging or figure something out. It's gonna be fun to see how we can make this fly. And Joe's gonna start out on the head pin, leaving the check mark on the right-hand side.
Matt right in the pocket.
DiPirro's gonna.
Drops 9. Leaving just the 4-pin.
Obviously, he's got that plank at the lip of the plate. And Joe's gonna chop and nudge the 5, but it won't go. Oh. Oh, both bowlers not able to make the conversions here. See if Joe can pick up the 10. right on it. And DiPirro's going to leave that stick up there for a 9.
Use the wood, and the wood hurt you. Both balls. Quite a crowd here today.
Yep, Joe's going to pop through the 3-hole there, leaving the 1, the 2, the 7, the 8. DiPirro's going to be 2 for 2 on the head pin and
Punches right through.
a 3-2 split to the right. Oh, a little heavy. Joe chops out the 1-8. DiPirro sends it.
Wow, what a beautiful shot by Matt.
Good cut. 19 plus a ball through 2.
And a nice 10 box. Good job. Back-to-back 10s.
That's right. Clean sheet through 2 boxes. I just have my cameras and the tripods up there. That's the only thing that's there. I'm going to see if we can't make an adjustment if I have to. Joe's going to be thin on the head pin. He's going to leave the 5, 6,
Oh, there's
9,
the hammer.
and 10.
That's
And
the way to fill a spare.
DiPirro's not going to leave anything.
This one's going to be tight.
Big 20 box. Putting the pressure back on Zack. See if he can sweep it. Get off that wall.
Nice try, Joe.
That's a hard sweep.
It was. It was a little further back than you wanted.
Oh, no, I wanted to right.
And it'll be a 9 box. Just
Just the perfect game.
29 through 3, and I got to move the right bowler to the right side. I keep forgetting that this setup, I have to change it. Sorry, guys. We'll fix the scores now. Joe's going to pop the nose.
Matt leaves the post, 4 horsemen in the 10.
So Joe looking at the 4, 7, 10. I don't know if that wood's going to spin for him. We'll see what happens. He's going to try it. Oh, he shot it right through.
Come on, grab sticks.
Matt's going to be just off. Yeah. All right, both bowlers looking for some sticks here. Obviously, every pin matters.
Absolutely. Oh, a top 7 box. Joe. Matt and
8 for Matt. All right, Corbett sitting at 36 through 4. Matt sitting at 55 through 4. This is their.
Sit on something
I
there.
was gonna say this is their final string. And Joe is working on the back door. No, went the wrong way. Everything but the head pin for Corbett, and then oof, Matt DiPirro looking at the 1, 7, 9, 10. But he's got a great piece of wood back there. Joe's able to pick up the easy spare. None of them are easy.
Well needed.
Oh, DiPirro just off the head pin. All right, grab a couple of sticks here.
So Matt does his bowling out of spare time.
I love bowling in spare time.
Patrick's out of CPL.
That's correct. Although he's going to change it next year as he's moved up north.
Yeah, he's moved to New Hampshire. He's just bought a house not that long ago. He's got a 4-month-old newborn.
Yep.
Baby
All
girl.
All right, so all things said and done, as we're looking at it right now, Matt DiPirro sitting on a 51-pin lead over Zack Corbett as Zack is ready to fire away. And Joe Corbett sitting on a 31-pin lead over Patrick Holland, but he is able to add to that with his spare fill that he sat down on. Matt DiPirro hanging over my shoulder, checking out the scoreboards. Patrick's going to come into the chop zone there, punch through the 2-hole, but they're
Got a
still
little lucky
sliding.
there.
Zack's going to be halfway to Worcester.
He's got a nice opportunity here with 3 and 1.
Wow.
Take a
And
look.
just not enough energy to get there, which is really surprising. But
It was almost 33 miles an hour.
Yep.
Still didn't make it. And picks it up for a nice 10.
Zack,
He's going to want to string a couple of marks here in this first half.
yeah, Zack with the 110. Great piece of wood behind it, and he hit it a little thin and got sent all over the world. It'll be a 9-box to open up. So as you watch the lead there, that is probably Patrick Holland is up in New Hampshire, Anthony. But as you can see right here, you're watching the lead live time. Now, the only difference between the lead and reality is that Joe is sitting on a spare.
right a little bit.
Both bowlers seeking
plus
head pins. We are 0 for 4 out of these guys, but come up, brace it, brace it. Okay, now there are 2 pins for Zack Corbett in behind the head pin, which means that this is going to deflect the living daylights out of that ball when he hits it, especially with his spin. Watch the pinball shot. Patrick is staying low again. Woo.
He picks it up.
That's why you
Called
wanted to be
that
you wanted to be right on the nose as much as possible with that one.
All needed spare. Tough sound box.
Looks like Patrick had a bit of a stick there at the line.
Me, I would have fallen. I would have fallen.
We've all
I gotta stay.
raise your hand if you haven't fallen while bowling Candlepin.
I think I still don't slide now because of taking a fall.
I took a pretty nasty digger when I tried bowling at Apex last summer. It was synthetic approaches. It's not good for me. Oh,
Right,
Patrick's gonna.
chops right through for another half Worcester.
Oh, that's an eagle, my friend.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, spread eagle. I wish it was half Worcester.
And we got the Nixon.
I like to call it the Chuck Willery. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
2 and 2. Yeah, I'll always see the fingers. Patrick's going to stay out to the right. This might depends on what happens. Some of these pins are a little rounded. Oh, not enough.
Oh, great bid there. And the ball came right across the back line.
I mean, really, you kind of hope that you can hit things well enough just to cause some chaos out there. You know, that really is the mindset behind that. All right, Patrick with a 3 and 1 here. He's got the 2, 4, 7, and then the 3 pin. Yeah, that's a good 3. And is it going to wrap and pole dance? Jeez.
No money.
Didn't want to go. Should have thrown some more singles at it. All right, so with that 9 box, Patrick sitting at 26 through 3, Zack at 33 through 3. And as you can see, the respective leads. 5 plus a ball for Joe in danger as Patrick has 2 boxes to go, and 18 for Matt. So these matches are really still very, very close. And Pat is going to get the corner to fall, so he leaves a check mark on the right.
With a nice juicy piece of wood in front of it.
Zach's going to do a little toe stomp as he shoots out the 3-1, leaves a cluster bunch in the middle. The 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 9.
That is a tough lead.
Nice. Throw your strike ball. Patrick absolutely
Patrick used
obliterates
that
it.
It's off to the right.
Yep. Keep your head in it. Keep your head in it. You know, you're really, you know, I don't look up at the scoreboard. You know, I try to focus on each box as it is, but I don't think he realizes that it is as tight as it is right now. And that will be an 8 box. So just 10 pins apart with 1 box to go, and you know Patrick here with the opportunity to really kind of put a double-digit lead in front of Joey for the last 5 boxes. A lot of drama here at the end. Again, these are the semifinals, so these are big. Oh,
Oh, never a good time for that.
Zack looking for another backdoor helper.
He gets the Millis 8 there. That's what 34
Absolutely.
miles will do.
The 1 and 3, and that's the same spot. Oh, just off. That's where you really want to shoot the half Worcesters. You want to shoot the missing gap. Oh, that one went out. Don't know if it went out of his hand or off his foot. That one really shot out to the right. But those 2 pins are huge right now. Absolutely, Kendrick. I love how tight this is right now. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, it's a great ball there. I think 9 for 47 for Patrick.
All right, so let's take a look at things here. This is huge, huge. With just 5 boxes to go, Joe Corbett is sitting on a fill ball to cut into a 16-pin deficit. So obviously a big fill here, set himself up for another spare, and this match is going to be really, really intense. And on the other side of it, Matt DiPirro holding on to a 2-pin edge.
Wow.
2-pin edge. Just 10 boxes to go, and we're going to lose our table in a bit.
The winner of the DiPirro and Zack match will face the winner of Sean Pine and Mark Van Hagen.
And that is happening at Ron's
Ron's this week.
on Wednesday, I believe.
Yes, the 5th.
Look at this. Look at this. It's never over in Millis. Oh, no. Is it going to get it from behind? Yes.
Yes, it does. Ring around the rosy.
The stripper pole falls. You know what? When you're facing the 1-5-8 left, picking up the 1 and the 8, that's a good ball. A nice 9 out for DiPirro. 71 through 6. Corbett sitting at 65 plus a ball.
He's tightening this one up.
And DiPirro's going to chop through the 3-hole. Joey looking for a big fill. Is going to go with a 3-2 split. It'll be a 5 fill.
And the winner of the Joe Corbett, Patrick Holland, will face off against James O'Brien.
Oh,
Beautiful.
huge ball for DiPirro. Joe looking to cut it. Gets the wing. That's such a tough, especially with his backup ball.
Yeah, that was tough.
All right, just the 6 and 10 to clean up
Clean
here.
it up.
Yep, absolutely.
And that was quite a match for James O'Brien. Raymond Ross, that came down to the last box. Out of Wakefield.
All right, I know we're getting under pressure here.
Are they hovering?
They may be. I know she needs that table for a birthday party. Matt's gonna be through the 3-hole again, and a little better this time. A couple extra pins, but still a rotten leave. So DiPirro shooting 1, 2, 4, 8. Nice piece of wood behind the 1, aiming for the 10. And then Joe obviously with a cleary down the right. Oh, DiPirro went up and around. Unbelievable. Joey pops it in the nose.
That's a different lead.
Yep. All right, we need these sticks here. We need these sticks.
6, 8, 10.
There's one of them. And that's a smart 9 box for Joe Corbett. So with 2 boxes to go, Matt DiPirro has put a 36-pin stretch between him and Zack Corbett. He would love an extra mark. Joe is a little tighter there with just 27. Oh, there you
That's how
go.
you do it. 9 drop. And Joe drops 6.
A little baby
Leaving the
split
left
there.
wing And the 9.
Yep,
The
yep.
stripe 9 at that.
So obviously DiPirro is probably going to go straight at this. I don't imagine he's going to try to tinkle with that wood. Oh, and he pulls it tight. With Joe, I'd almost want to go right at that 2 pin. There he
And
goes.
he picks it up beautifully.
Nice shot, Joey.
Oof. Some good tight matches
Really
here.
now. And just not there for Matt.
Nope, 105 with a box to go for Matt DiPirro. 99 plus a ball for Joe Corbett here. A lot of tension coming down. Again, Joey needing a big fill here. I'd say probably at least a 7. DiPirro
Right back, drops 7.
stays
So-
right on it.
Oh, not the time.
That's
Pretty.
I think I'm on board with Joe screaming out the damn it there, because he did just take a 3 fill on that spare. You know, he wanted more. See if Matt can pick up the spare. Hurt heavy. Oh. Picked up the half Worcester, but unable to get to the 5 pin.
Come on, big out.
All right, sticks
One of
matter.
those 3 here.
Sticks matter.
It's going to be a real tight match there.
Joe's all happy with himself. Oh, it'll be a 9. 114 for Matt DiPirro. And all things considered, that's a well-fought 7 box. So we see it now
109.
with just 10 boxes to go. 5 boxes by both bowlers. Matt DiPirro holding on to a 54-point edge over Zack Corbett. I know Zach's getting ready to fire away. Patrick Holland just needs 47 to tie, 50 to win. So watch those magic boxes. You can't let anything get into your head right now. That's a tough split, a 2-1 split to the left there, the 2-4-10. Patrick firing away.
Oh, and he drops 9.
Well, unfortunately,
Even a one-stripe
that's a great drop for him, but he has had a tough time finding that 10 pin. Although maybe he'll shoot the wood here. Zach's just off trying to cut that one across. That wood, I want that wood a little further back if I'm going to try to shoot it. So he's going to have to really get around that. And he's had, you know, I think he's had 3 10-pin shots. I don't think he's come up with it yet. So this would be the time.
Big.
And And oh!
Stayed on the lane. Went to the right of it.
Boy, it's the boogeyman pin for him. Zack grabbing one. It's a 9-box. 58. Yep. And the good news is the wood wasn't there. All right. So a 9-box for both bowlers. Again, just 39 pins for Holland. He can do it without a mark, but he needs to pin exceptionally well. Corbett will need a mark, trailing at 45.
That looks familiar.
When this is all said and done, I know we want to do the interview. I know we got to get him the table. I will take my bowler back camera down to the floor and try to reconfigure that for interviews. But we got to get that table to Beth as soon as possible.
Okay.
Zack's going to be off the head pin. Not really much worse for the wear. He's got the 1, the 2, the 10, and that piece of wood's creeping in the right direction. Patrick, check mark on the left.
A little thin. Opportunity in both.
Oh, Zack's cuts in front. This is what it is. This is what it is. Get right up there. Grab that stick.
Keep your head in the game.
At the check mark. Going to come across. Take out 2. Again, can't emphasize it enough. Every pin is so important here. Zack cleans it up with a 10. $35 in 3 boxes. Patrick is going to give away one of the freebies he has there. So he needs 30 and 3, so he can pin out clean sheets and win the match by a single pin. Obviously, he wants marks, but Zack splashes heavy, gets away with it. Just the 6 and the 10 left. No wood to help him. Yep. Just take your breath. Take your shot. And it's an eagle. All right, so focus on the Pro 10.
Yep.
Focus on 2 shots, cleaning this out.
That's almost a poster building to do that. Just off to the right.
Zack chips out the 10. This is the 6. And lets out a cheer of joy as he does so. Oh, Patrick, tough time to do that, just chipping out the 6 pin. Between the 2 of them, Zack's got the spare. But he's right on it for the 10 box. That's a huge pin. 78 with a pair to go. Needs a mark. And that is a hell of a... Wow.
Moved it.
The
right
scoreboard's probably going to say he got it. Nope, it didn't. All right. Good Lord, did he move that pin. Wow.
Thought he had it.
All right, a pair of 10s, and we have a tie match, which is a whole string, right?
Yes, I believe. I don't think there has been one of this.
Zack's going to bully his way to another 2-pinner. Just the 2 and the 4 this time.
Zack need?
Zack needs 25 to tie, 26 to win. Uh-oh.
Not a good time for that.
Just taking out the right 3. We're going to get in trouble on that table. I know it. That was a huge, huge spare.
Yep. One good Philly could put her away.
Oh, Patrick's going to chop out.
He's going to need a big out here. And a mark in the center.
Big sticks. Big sticks.
Positive. No, he picks up.
Wow, we got some
up the
drama right into the last moment. So Zack will,
Both bowlers need marks to win.
with an 8 fill here, Zack wins the match. If I'm doing my math right.
See, math is that's an 8 fill.
That's an 8 fill, which puts him at 96. The lead is 7, but he has an 8 box. So Zack Corbett will move on to the South Sea final. And Patrick Holland is just needs a single pin to move on as well. Good Lord.
That was clutch.
Came down to the last
You
box.
know, with this, Patrick will have now taken out the 1 and 2 seed.
On the road for both of them.
Right. That's the advantage of going on CPL.
It'll be a 9 box for Zack, just 105, but that is a 565 to 563
What a match.
victory for Zack. Well, one brother's happy, although he doesn't look it. The other brother will not be happy because assuming Patrick Holland doesn't throw a couple in the channel here. There it is.
Right there. Hey, why not?
It better go over because he can't hit this.
I'm going to come out right now and say he hits it now.
I bet you that wood's going to chip off the wall and leave him wondering. Oh, you called it.
I called it. That was a beautiful.
And there we go. All right, so
Great
let's
match.
do some changes here. Let's get the I'm going to put up a little display for a bit. I got to move some cameras around. We'll try to get ready for some interviews with these guys after the match.
Hold tight.
Hang with us. Alrighty, so I think we got everybody ready. I think we can get up there and talk. We'll see who wants to come and chat. I don't know that I'll have the stats handy with me or anything like that, but let's have a little fun. Let's go meet these bowlers and have a quick wrap-up with what they've got going on. Let me get this one view out of the way here, and we'll go up there and have a little conversation. Let John Ahearn fill you for a second there.
Sure. That was, as promised, a very tight match. Patrick Holland in the D South Division takes down the #1 seed, Joe Corbett. He had previously taken down the #2 seed, Karen Richitelli. So he's on his roll, and now he's going to be facing here in Millis. He'll be up against James O'Brien, which will be another great match.
All right, so Joe, you come in as the #1 seed. Patrick obviously seems to be on a mission, taking everybody down. And you had some good breaks and some bad breaks, but how do you feel about the day overall?
I feel pretty good. If I'd gotten off the quarter pin a little bit more, I might have been okay. But Pat bowled well, and I needed him open, and he decided no. He took out #2 Karen and #1 me. So let's see if he can take out the other tough one in James and win.
So that being said, first season in the ACST, we're going to see you back next year.
Absolutely.
So you finished around, what was it, 109 for the season? What was your average for the year?
107, 108, somewhere around there.
So that means you probably get you up into the C's, maybe into the B's?
Probably B's. Probably B's.
Still going to bowl out of Millis, or are you considering somewhere else?
That'll be determined over the summer.
Well, it's been fun to watch you. It's been great to cover you, Joe.
Thank you.
Good luck. Have a great summer.
Thank you, too, Micah.
Matt, you want to come on up? We'll get the guys on the rough end of the sticks out early. 2 pins. 2 pins. So which 2 pins were they? Do you know?
Oh no, I was saying it's all those fills from the beginning of the match, the 2 and 3 fills that I had, all come back and haunt you, right? And but not too upset about it. He just was a little bit better than me today.
No, it was really fun watching you guys, and I couldn't get over how tight the match was. You built up a lead on him. He seemed like he was going away. Then he got that backdoor lucky double. What were you thinking when that happened?
Well, the triple came, and I was like, uh-oh, okay, now there goes my lead. Yep. But at the same time, I'm like, it's still right there, so just keep doing what you're doing. I was throwing a good ball on the head pin a lot. Did what I had to do, but just so close, so close. It was fun, though. It was a fun match.
It was really fun watching you guys, and like I said, we were calling the match. I'm like, both of these matches are going to be like a single digit coming down to the end. I couldn't believe that it was like a 1 or 2 pin gap for you guys most of the day. I know down the stretch we were watching, a couple of breaks that you just couldn't get the corner pins to go. Does that get more and more pressure at the end, or no?
Right. So at the end, I mean, I knew I really wanted to get like 2 or 3 marks in that last half. Saying to myself, I can do that, keeps the pressure on a little bit, and just missing 1 or 2, and you can see it came down to that. It was just, that's how it is, though. You throw a good ball, but you don't get them all.
Well, us spare timers, we're not doing good in the playoffs, but it's always good to watch you, man, and I look forward to catching you over the summer.
Thank you for calling it. Good job, man.
Take care, man. Patrick, you want to come on up? So we're sitting here watching the end of the match, and we're like, all right, he really just needs a mark, or you could pin out. You could have gotten it without a mark, and then you started giving away a pin. Then you had, I think, the 7 box up there, right?
Yeah.
What was going through your mind when that happened?
Don't. Don't do that. The worst thing you can do in those situations is give back pins on opens, and I gave back pins on opens. I put the pressure on myself, but thankfully I was able to come through on that one. If you watch that last one, if anybody watches in the replay, I ended up double clutching before that. I was about to start, and my leg started to like shake. I was like, oh man, I really got to throw a mark here. I knew I needed that 10. Well, actually, I thought I needed the 11. Matt told me afterwards that I needed a 10 would have tied it over there, but I thought I needed the mark to come through on that one.
So with the 10, we were nervous because there's a birthday party going on. They needed the table back that we had the cameras up on. So we're like, oh no, don't throw a 10. We can't handle another string. But I mean, did you feel when you let the ball go it was going to be a strike? What were you expecting out of that ball?
It felt really good out of my hands. I was looking for anything that I could put a ball on the second ball, just to make contact with the head pin all season. I have one ball particular that I throw on the first strike. I'm very superstitious. So I was like, if I'm going to win or lose here, it's got to be with Old Faithful. So I picked up the same ball that I've been throwing all season. It has like a thumb grip on it. And I was like, you know what, whatever way it is, that's how I got to go out, just the way I came here.
I have nothing against superstition, but that's the same first ball you threw that gave you all those splits all day long, too, right?
Yeah, it was the same one, but you know, you got to have faith even in when it doesn't come through for you. You got to keep pushing and pushing, and Joe made me push all day long. Joe is a great competitor. He's been fantastic against me all year. If you watched maybe like 4 weeks ago, he ended up throwing that 638 against me. Took out my high series for the year. I knew I had to come in and bowl him very, very hard, and I'm just really, really thankful I got out of here with a win.
So the South is going to lose you to the North next year since you're up in New Hampshire. Have you decided where you might use for home house?
Home house is 100% without a doubt Boutwell's. Boutwell's is incredible. The Dellis family is fantastic. Dimitri's a very good friend of mine, and it's just great community, great place to bowl. Everybody over there is super friendly. I came from CPL, which has a great community over there. That community, leaving that stinks, but I had to move up to New Hampshire. I am very, very blessed, very, very thankful that I found the Dellis family and Boutwell's to take me in over there. So I'll be bowling out of Boutwell's next year.
Well, awesome, buddy. Unlike me, your season goes on. Good luck in the finals.
Thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate it.
All right, Zach. All right, so now we get the cranky Corbett brother up here who couldn't crack a smile all day long. I think even when he won the match, he came back and was all pouty. I think Joe was happier than you were.
Yeah.
Obviously, you were in your head for a big stretch of the match.
First game,
What snapped you out of it?
just taking a walk. Yeah. Taking a few walks outside. What did it for me? Awesome. Taking a breather.
So obviously things were really not going your favor, and then you get that backdoor double that turned into a triple. Did that take everything off your shoulders? What happened then?
A little bit. I knew I still needed to go good because Matt's a phenomenal bowler. But once I got that, I was like, okay, just don't throw a bad ball in the next box. Absolutely. Yeah.
So now with your first season still in good shape, unlike mine, you've got a match, I think, against either Mark Van Heineken or Sean Pine, depending on the match on Thursday. They're going to come here to Millis? No. You're on the road?
Sean, I go to the road. If it's Mark, he comes here.
So would you rather be at Ron's or here?
Here, because I've never bowled at Ron's once before.
All right. Awesome. So first season in the ACST. Obviously, you're probably going to move up maybe to the Bs next year, depending on things shake out.
110, 111, so more than likely.
You still going to stay here at Millis? You considering somewhere else?
I'll think about it, but probably stay here because it's close.
Well, awesome, man. Well, good luck in the finals. Congrats on a very tight 2-pin win.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're going to try to pack this up and get out of here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll try to get the replays going if they run worth a damn. Take care.
And Joe off once again, takes the corner, but couldn't send the wood. And Matt gets the first mark of the wood in the pocket, leaves himself a triangle. Oh, Joe picks it up beautifully for a nice spare. And right through the uprights, Patrick. And Zack picks it up nicely for us. And just cherries out the three rather. And Zack goes back to back on the spares, right on the 3-pin for Matt. Just a little full. And Joe right in the pocket. He picks up a beautiful spare.
Just unable to get that wood to get over to the 7-pin. Joey looking for 3 in a row here.
No,
right on
all
it.
over it. That wood was dangerous.
With that 3 box, now the 6 box late, and DiPirro's going to get everything from that.
Open the fuck up, boombox through steel.
And a spare.
Right wing, or would you rather be shooting at the 1, 2, 10 that Joe's left here? Matt's just got to avoid that front pin.
Whoa.
Beautiful. Leaves a 7-pin also.
All right, looks like we got a 7-pin shootout.
And Zack picks his up.
There's one. Be right back.
Okay, Zack on his fill. And then he drops them all for the hammer, clearing the offside.
Nice shot.
And Joe knocks them down. It's still very early. And another.
Oh!
Back to
Wait a minute. Why am I giving him a head pin over there? Let's get that out of there. He doesn't deserve that. Joe does a
beautiful
great
spare
job
from Joe.
picking up the 5-7. A lot of wood out there to play with. Hopefully it'll help him. It looks like the slants are going to drive it right in there. Yeah. Looks good. Yep.
Very nice pickup for spare.
Let's get your mind right back at it. It's one ball. First ball is always a risk, and Pat is going to get it with the second kick.
Few pins, that'd be good. That's a 7 pin.
Another Mario ball. Patrick is
Whoa,
second
Patrick,
strike of
beautiful
the half.
half.
Leave off of the head pin.
Just a little bit to the right. And Matt picks up again,
Matt DiPirro, not quite as lucky there.
but he does drop 6 on his fill.
He does. He's got a 3-1 split to the right.
And Joe picks it up. Nice.
Gave it a
Wasn't
good
Millis
shot. Yeah, gave himself a good shot for his second backdoor strike. Corbett with a pretty weird split here. He's got the left wing and then the 9 and the 10. A good piece of wood.
in? Takes them all. Micah, what do you think?
I don't like the wood because it's flat for both bowlers. You never know how it's going to kick off the wall. Patrick's able to drive it straight through.
Patrick has a plank there up to the right. And he picks it up nicely.
2 in a row, just like that.
And he picks it up nicely.
2 in a row, just like that.
And Zack uses 46 rather.
Is that going to break up the corner?
Yes, it does. Oh, and here's another break here. Oh, another backdoor strike.
The best strike he never...
3 to the left.
We'll call Logan. Don't worry. We'll keep it on.
I'm going to make a couple of quick adjustments here to get things working right,
Oh,
but
beautiful ball.
I don't want to miss the action.
Oh, back on his option. Just punched it. And Joe picks up the spare.
8 fill on the strike. You're on target.
Oh,
And he comes
picks it up
across.
nicely, going spread eagle. And Zack picks it up for the spare.
Zack a little thin. Is going to leave the right wing with a plank in front of it. And there we go.
Hey, we just
Wood here, so you're going to kind of aim right at the stripe and hope that you're not too high coming off the lip. Oh, went right at the nose and got it to drive.
got it.
Patrick with
Crossover there.
a much needed 6 fill. So he's sitting at 114, 120 plus whatever you can do here. And there we go. The spare, just everything but the 10 pin. Joe chops.
Oh, there it is.
Joe chops the head pin a little heavy. Gets the front 3. Matt is going to be right on it. You can't ask for better wood. If he hits this 5 pin, that should sweep. Oh, he went outside. I'm going to guess that that's not where he wanted to be.
And
DiPirro, a little more pressure on himself knowing that Matt had a big half, and that never works out well for me.
It's hard not to look at this one.
Oh, it is. And Patrick's going to, woof.
Oh.
Matt's just having to shoot down the right wing.
White wing.
The white wing. Mowage. And he cleans it up for the spare. They do. There you
There
go.
That,
You know, from the left side to the
some
right.
people don't like to move left to right.
Nope.
Keep their same approach. I move.
Oh! That's why Joe's mad at.
Triple.
Looking for 3!
There it is.
Looking for 3!
There it is. First turkey of the day. Oh,
Patrick says I can
back,
do it.
back.
Oh, a little heavy. Joe chops out the 1-8. DiPirro sends it.
Wow. What a
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's the only thing that's there. I'm going to see if we can't make an adjustment if I have to. Joe's going to be thin on the head pin. He's going to leave the 5, 6,
Oh, there's
9,
a hammer.
and 10. Everything but the head pin for Corbett. And then, oof, Matt DiPirro looking at the 1, 7, 9, 10. But he's got a great piece of wood back there. Joe's able to pick up the easy. Patrick is staying low again.
He picks it up.
Got a bunch in the middle. The 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, and 9.
That is a tough lead.
Guys, just throw your strike ball. Patrick, absolutely. Look at this. Look at this. It's never over in Millis. Oh, no. Is he going to get it from behind? Yes.
Yes, it does.
It'll be a 5 film.
The winner of the Joe Corbett, Patrick Holland, will face off against James O'Brien.
Oh,
Beautiful.
huge. Imagine he's going to try to tinkle with that wood. Oh, and he pulls it tight. With Joe, I'd almost want to go right at that 2 pin. There he goes.
He picks it up
The
beautiful.
right 3. We're going to get in trouble on that table. I know it. That was a huge, huge move on to the South Sea final. And Patrick Holland is
Drops.
just needs a single pin.
I'm going to come out right now and say he hits it now.
I bet you that wood's going to chip off the wall and leave him wondering. Oh, you called it.
I called it. That was a beautiful.
And there we go.